Betty and I met in the 70s. I was involved with the distribution of a whole grain bakery, Working Man's Bread. It was in El Prado at the time. And Betty had a little vegetarian natural food restaurant off the plaza in Santa Fe. And I had to sell bread in Santa Fe and get accounts. And I went to Betty's restaurant. She ended up buying the bread. And after that, we had developed a relationship.
We did develop a relationship several months after that. You know, he would come down twice a week and deliver the bread. And then about 4 or 5 months later, we started dating. I sold the restaurant, and Sid and I went traveling together. And we traveled for about 2 or 3 months, and I was going out to San Diego after that for training for 6 months, and he was going to move with me, but when we got back from our 2 or 3 month vacation, the bakery was closing, and he needed a job, so I went out by myself, and he got the bakery back. And then I moved to Taos in the summer of '78, and started having a family in '79 and in '80, and then Sid was working at a natural food co-op, and after a period of time that wasn't working anymore, so I had a part-time job and he had no job, and we had 2 kids and a mortgage, and so we either had to leave Taos to go somewhere where we could make money and make ends meet, or start our own thing, because we could see that working for people in Taos was going to not be able to pay our mortgage and raise our kids. So we came up with the idea of opening the Sid's Food Market, and there was a vacancy on the north side of town. There had been a natural food market, and so we decided to try and move to the north side, and everything came together really well. The house we bought was owner financed, and he had some work to do, and he came up to do some of the work, and we said, "Do you know any place for lease on the north side of town?" He goes, "Well, by the way, I have a building that'll be vacant in a couple of months." And so that was with Mr. Larry Silva, and that was our first location, where the Guadalajara is now. And we got the shelving from an old store called Gamble's. We got the walk-in from a 7-Eleven that used to be where Carhartt was, and we got their walk-in. We got the scales, the dairy case, the produce case, the registers, all from a fruit company that had a small store here in town. They sold us everything but the time clock, the shopping carts, the baskets, and the only thing we really had to buy other than inventory, but to get the store going, because everything else was provided by Taos, basically, was a scale that we could weigh things on and get that was the only technology we had really in the store. I mean, the registers were not scanning, they were just, you had a scale to weigh things on, but a scale for packaging cheese and everything that we packaged. And that was really the only thing we had to buy outside.
That was.
Yeah.